Boom. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how we were able to execute the perfect trade, and I'm going to go through everything on how you can build a perfect trade, what a perfect trade revolves around, and just overall the best trade that I had today. Not money wise, but just the way I executed it. And I liked it so much I thought I should really just go over it with you guys. So in this video, we're going to be going over how to make the perfect trade. So starting one, how do you construct the perfect trade? First of all, you need to know what's involved in a perfect trade. So I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what it is. So first thing you need is an entry. What's your trigger point? What setup are you playing? What are you looking to add? So for this, we go on to the 15-minute, and everyone who's been watching the videos knows exactly why we have this 15-minute. Strong or large sell-off off the supply. So we have this. Buyer step in heavily, get rejected, right off open, huge volume, sends it, rejects. Looks like a liquidity grab here, and I was explaining on the 3-minute, if we go here, double top, so this would be our stop loss if we were to enter this short. Then we go back onto the 15-minute, it forms the same supply zone, so this was a reload seller. So someone had their sell order sitting here, they let them go, people bought back, chased it. You can see the volume is still super high. They chased it past that supply. Then the same seller reloaded their sell position, rejected it right back down, and then put their limits here. And that's what we assume, just because when it came back here, you can see this is another supply zone that it retested, and this is where I actually played it over here. So we'll get into that in a little bit after so that's what our trigger point was. Our trigger point was a break or a retest of the supply zone later on through the day. So this is where you can start to build up to a trade. It's the why. When someone asks you why you're looking at the setup, that's the whole point. It's the why. Why are you looking to hop in, right? So this is just like an interest point, somewhere we're going to be looking to enter or at least open a starter. No trade is really formed yet. Okay. Number 2 is create your thesis. What do you think is going to happen after you realize the trigger? And then try thinking about what's going to happen after you take your entry. So I'll give you guys everything in detail right now. So for this play, you guys know how I do it. This would have been my entry, a retest of that supply. This would have been my stop loss up here. And just because this is where I know. So I'm risking around 30 points on NQ, which really isn't a lot on NQ. On QQQ, the stock we actually play based off NQ, it's like probably like 50 cents, whatever, nothing too crazy. And then our level, so this would have been our local low here. That would have been our price target 1, and then our next price target would have been down here on the retest of this uptrend. So these are the lines, and I'll write it out for you guys as well. So we have our entry, we have our stop loss, and you guys will be able to see all the stop loss, entry, PT1, and then PT2. So PT stands for price target, and that's where you're going to be looking to take your profits. So just drawing it out all for you guys, and I'm going to put this here just because it's because of here. And then the first price target would have been this local low, so I'm going to put that there. Entry was up here, and this would have been our stop loss. So I'm trying to break it down for you guys so you understand it as much as you can possibly understand it. So creating a thesis isn't enough, right? You have a layout in case it doesn't work out, right? So if you were to go in without this stop loss, you're like, oh, I'm going to enter here, and this is where it's going to go, this is where it's going to go. Okay, that's not enough. What if it doesn't go your way? That's why we have our stop loss here. So make sure you always have a stop loss before you even enter the play. All right? Next thing you guys want to do is just have your risk management. Same thing. Don't be sizing too heavy, especially late in the day. You guys are going to see I only entered the play with like 4K. I didn't go too heavy. So just make sure of that. Another thing is risk management. Like I just mentioned, have that stop loss. That's the most important part. Number 4, execute your plan. And I'm going to show you guys that right now. Okay, we're going to go over here. And just so you guys know, I'm not lying. I actually take my trades out. I'll just call them out. I execute them. Here's my entry, here's my exit. So I'm gonna bring that back over here for now. So I'm gonna show to you guys when it matters. I'm gonna show you guys where I actually alerted everything, where I posted everything, so you guys are able to see everything. Next, step 5 is your entry. Right when you're about to execute, you need your entry, you need your exit, and you need to put it all together. That's what we're gonna go into right now. So we had our supply zone drawn out, and if you guys haven't been watching the YouTube videos, go back and watch them. They're gonna go over how to draw these zones, how I find them, how I know which ones I want to play. Over here, I had this supply drawn out, and then you guys had the reload seller. This is where we wanted to short. So I'll show you guys exactly where we shorted. So I'm going to go on to the 1 minute here. And you guys know I execute based off the 15 minute, but let me show you guys exactly. So right here, this was our supply based all the way from over here. And this is just the 1 minute. You know, we trade off the 15 minute. That's where we draw them. But just for simplicity's sake, I just want to show you guys where I had everything drawn out. So I hopped into the play at 228. All right, 228 is when I called out the play to my Discord. 228 is right this candle right here when it's retesting. I actually got another fill here, which you guys will see. And you guys will see how I broke it down from my Discord all the way through. In this play, 2.7, 2.75, contracts at 2.8 at 240, which was around here. This candle right here as it was approaching our first price target. 2.9, 2.95, 242. Where did I sell? Guys, when I teach you guys this set of these zones, these strategies, just know I actually use them. I actually practice what I preach. And then you'll see that on my TradeZella. You'll see it right here in the Discord in my paid group where I call them out for these guys as well. Is right here is where I had my and this is all on live on voice. Like this is just how we do it. This was my price target. This is exactly where I sold 42, 242, right? The 2/3 out at $3. So I trimmed half here, and then at 245, I sold right here, almost next to the bottom here. And then after that, I had 2/3 out, 1/3 running, and I had a trailing stop loss at 10%, just to let my runners run. The trade was free at this point. There's no way I take red on it. And then at 258, this is where my trailing hit for 10%, and obviously it went lower, but this is where my trailing stop loss hit. So we didn't get quite to that second price target, but we played it pretty much perfectly. We had our plan, we had our stop loss, we had our 2 price targets, we followed them, we executed properly, we had our proper entry, everything. This was an A+ setup, this was an A+ trade. This is what I like to show people when they're like, hey, what should our trade look like? This is what it should look like. So I'm gonna go over here to my TradeZella and show it for you guys. You're gonna see I only put like 4K in here. The zone was up here, as you can see. On the 1 minute, if you guys scroll back, we had our zone like here. Look, I added on this candle right here, and then right here I had another add at 2.54. The lowest these contracts saw was 2.53. I was 1 cent off from top ticking, which is whatever. It's not really a big deal, but it would have been cool if I did just for the video. You guys could see here was our first price target. Look at where we sold. Here was our second sell over here. And that was when we got the contract, or the contracts were at $3. That's when we sold them. Then here's where my trailing hit. And the reason I'm showing you guys all this is just a lot of people with their Discords, they'll have a play, they'll paper trade it. They won't. So TradeZella, you can't put paper trades in there. They won't either call it out. They'll lie about when they buy, when they sell. Like some people don't even alert when they sell. They'll just be in. They'll just let it ride, and then at the very end of the day, they'll be, oh, these contracts, they take from when they enter to the highest point the contracts hit, put that as their profits. You guys know I don't do that. We have all of the proof here. You know, I show you guys these setups the night before, show them to you in the morning. And if you guys aren't in the Discord, you guys know I still host the lives for you guys. I host these threads. I post YouTube videos. I do all of this stuff for you guys. So you're able to understand how you can do this on your own without even joining my group. And you can't even join the group because it's closed for now. But we're actually opening up after 3 months on July 3rd, this Sunday. So I'll put the waitlist link down below. It's first come, first serve, 100 spots. First 100 people to join get to join, and then we close it again for a few months, probably till the end of the summer. But that's that. But now this is how you construct a perfect trade. This is me going through it step by step, showing you guys the proof of me practicing what I'm preaching. Obviously, someone could go in hindsight and just show it to you. This was a trade I took today. This is a trade I called out to my group, and this is me showing it to you guys live with TradeZella. I'll leave their link in the description too. I'm not sponsored. This is how you trade. This is a perfect trade in my eyes. We had a stop loss, we had our entry, we executed, we had our trailing. This was a A+ trade. So if you guys want to learn how to make more A+ trades, if you guys made it this far into the video, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you comment A+ trade, and I'll definitely sub back to you because I don't care who I'm subscribed to on YouTube. I'll sub back to you. Type in A+ trade, and I want you guys to type in one thing you learned so far, because if you guys don't learn anything and I don't see any comments about you guys learning anything, there's no point for these videos. So hopefully you guys learned something. Make sure you leave that like right now. All right, right now. Don't even think twice about it. Tweet at me if you guys learned something new from this video and if you guys enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.